Hey, Kyle here. Uh, got a model video for everyone. This is my first model video in a long time. And it is about time for me to show this model. Now this is a model that I'm going to be trying in a new army setup. Because I've decided not to use my sorcerer in competitive lists anymore. Main reason being, I have my Demon Prince. And it gets really expensive for a termy sorcerer. So what I have done is I've done a conversion for a new Chaos Lord. Just a basic Chaos Lord on foot with a few extra doodads that I think are quite cool. So here he is. This is my new Chaos Lord. He's not actually, fluff-wise, he's not actually a Chaos Lord. This person here is a Dark Apostle. The reason why he is a Dark Apostle, I'm sure that everybody can figure out. The reason why he's a Dark Apostle, because I am reworking my Chaos Space Marines as Word Bearers. Reason why I like Word Bearers, I always have, not because of Dawn of War in particular, but because I like the way I like their theme, I like their feel. They're really cool. And I can, I can do basically almost do anything and be fluffy. So this is a Dark Apostle. I call him the Grand Summoner. That's his, title. He's also known as the Grand Summoner. Reason being, one of the lists that I'm going to try to do is lesser summon demons. And this guy's going to always have his personal icon. And what he is equipped with is obviously a plasma pistol. Yeah, it's a plasma pistol on a Terminator arm. I had an extra Terminator arm lying around, and I couldn't find a suitable left arm. So I saw the Terminator arm with the little power axe on it. Decided just to cut that right off. I'll use it for something else. I might use it for something special. I don't know yet. So I cut it off, took a plasma pistol I had lying around, and just stuck it on there. And I might have to replace it because there's a lot of white crap all over it. And he has a demon weapon. This is the little staff. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's from the new Grey Knight kit for the guys in power armor. My friend Joe got a 5-man box of them and impaled them on the front of his Raider, so he had an extra set of legs, which are the legs that say Doom and Fate. I carved off the purity seal off the one leg. Because why the hell would Chaos Space Marines have purity seals? They don't want to ward off demons, they want to accept them. So this guy is meant to be played as, if I choose a different mark, I can give him basically any mark that I want and not have to do anything to the model to depict it. Ugh, excuse me. Now really what I did to this model, as conversion wise, obviously I did the staff with soft armor joint and everything, as well as posing and all that. You can see soft armor. That soft armor is not really sculpted, because you can't tell when it's painted. You won't be able to tell. And I got the Grey Knight shoulder pad, the one with the book and the sword. Main reason being it has a bunch of runes and stuff on it, and I think it works for word bearers. And this head here, which is a Chaos Space Marine helmet with an optic, is from the metal las cannon blister. I actually had it on one of my aspiring champions for my previous chosen squad, but I'm going to tear that guy apart and do something else with him. I use the tabard from the source from the Chaos Terminator Lord. Cut it down a bit, shaved it down, and fit it as a tab or a half tabard. Put one of the pouches with the pistol on it, just because he doesn't actually have a pistol, but it's just for decoration. And the torso here is actually a possessed torso, the possessed body. Main reason I chose is it looks like it shows rib cages, so I like it. It makes him look more like a Chaos Chaplain, which is what a Dark Apostle is. And I put the little piece on the little rack on the top with the 3-pointed rack because it just makes him look a little more bulky. I might do a few more things to make him look a little bulked up with gadgets and gadgets and stuff. So I like this guy. He turned out nicely. He looks like a Dark Apostle. And yes, that is technically Terminator armor on his arm. It's like, there's a few pieces of Terminator armor lying around. I'm gonna use it. And it gives him a power supply to it. Basically, this plasma pistol has a power supply, so he doesn't have to reload it. It just comes from the power comes from his power armor. I know that Girl Painting did a chaplain that the left arm was a Terminator arm, and then she had like not a cursed Crozius, but a Crozius. But what I'm basically doing with this, this is actually a demon weapon, because an accursed Crozius is technically a demon weapon, but the demon weapon changes as I change the mark. If I choose to make him Nurgle, Tzeentch, the staff changes, and that's kind of the feel I wanted with him. He worships Undivided, but he can manifest the different powers. He can manifest abilities from the 4 major powers of chaos. Like he could, let's say he decides to manifest the powers of Nurgle. His skin and body will toughen, which will account for the extra toughness, and his demon weapon will turn into a Plague Reaper, which will mean he has poisoned attacks, or the weapon's poison 4+. So, and then if he has death, decides he manifests the power of Tzeentch, kind of obvious. He gets the death screamer, stuff like that. And I know what I'm going to name him. I already have a Loyalist Space Marine named the same thing. His name is going to be Kyle, the Lord Apostle, in the word of his particular word bearer cult. His name is Kyle, the Grand Summoner. Yes, I know. This is basically what I would like to be if I were a Chaos Space Marine. I would like to be a Dark Apostle, because it would be freaking badass. I would be preaching the powers of chaos while using my accursed Crozius to call forth demons from the warp to attack our enemies. Which, the personal icon and the demon weapon are basically the same thing with this guy. Because that's what an accursed Crozius is. It's like a beacon. It acts as a beacon, as well as a weapon. And it also kind of looks like he's summoning, he's calling forth demons. But this is basically me as a Chaos Space Marine. And then this here, Dimitri, my Demon Prince, is his right-hand man. But I'm sure if Dimitri really wanted to, he could just kick Kyle's ass and take him out of the picture and rule the cult. But it's not in his best interest. No, I haven't painted this guy yet. I want to get around to it, but I wanted to see if I can do a little bit more green stuff work on it. Like maybe a scroll on the shoulder pad, I don't know. Because he is a sorcerer. He is a demon sorcerer. He's not a demon prince. He does use the rules as a demon prince, but he's actually a demon sorcerer, because this guy was a sorcerer before he became a demon prince. But, yeah, I'm not gonna go there he is! But, you see what I mean. This is just more for awesomeness comparison. Putting these two guys together makes them look awesomer. But, yeah. But, yeah, that's basically his name. His name is Kyle, just like me. I like to sort of put myself on the board. So, tell me what y'all think. Yeah, you can see, like, some little blue and white and stuff. When I prime over, you won't see that. Because a lot of the stuff I had to strip. Like the leg, like the Grey Knight bits, except for the shoulder pad and staff. But the legs I had to strip. Because Joe, like, primed everything with white. And I left it sitting in a simple green for, like, 5 days. I picked it up and was like, huh, weren't these white when I put them in? It's like, it just dissolved off. And then all the other models that I had in there have this white residue all over it, so I have to soak them again in a different pot. But yeah, this is my new Dark Apostle. Basically, it's a Chaos Lord with a Demon weapon, personal icon, which is also the Demon weapon, and Plasma Pistol with built-in power feed, which doesn't really give it any bonuses. So, let me know what y'all think. I really like how this guy turned out. I might do a little bit more work to him. I like the Grey Knight bits. I think it makes it look different and looks more like a word bearer. Yeah, it has the Grey Knight symbol, or the Inquisitorial, whatever the hell it's called. Basically, it's the scroll with the sword, but I didn't want to try to carve it out or anything like the sword bit, so I just left it as is. I like it. I like how it turned out. And yeah, it's not that hard to make a Terminator arm fit on a shoulder pad. You just have to cut the original shoulder out and fill it with green stuff. And line it up properly, and it looks fine. Some people actually don't do it. They just leave they just stick on the whole Terminator arm and don't put any shoulder pads on it. But I like to go a step further. I'm going to probably try to make like a special 5-man squad for him for my larger list. Mainly just a baseline, maybe like a small squad, just to accompany him, so that he's not out all by himself, just so he can summon the guys in. I'm kind of trying something really different with summon demons, because they're cheap. Like the new pink horrors, which is what I want to get, are freaking cheap. Like 10 of them for 25 bucks. So, and then I just want them to just bring in waves and waves of demons. I might actually get a whole bunch of demons, like maybe like 50 summon demons or some crap like that, and just do an absurd game against one of my friends. It'll probably be nuts. Just have my 2 troops, this guy, my demon prince, and then just nothing but summon demons. Just have an ocean of demonic awesomeness. But that's probably going to be for the future. So, this is Kyle, the Grand Summoner here. Pretty much done. I just got to do the last touches to it, and then prime him up and peen him. So this is Kyle XPie 665 with Kyle, the Grand Summoner, signing out. Hope you like it. Bye.